Crazy title. I believe it is from the ancient Roman holiday where roles are reversed. Yeah, so basically roles reverse people, and I think that's tied into Richard and how his life has been turned upside down. So the roles are reversed, and then Edie comes in and yeah, takes over the role. I think it's tied into like the master and slave element from Saturnalia, where they would do big feasts for the slaves on this day, and so that was an essence of it. So I think that's what it is. Well, Saturnalia is about a homeless woman who sneaks into this guy's house, and he's had his whole life turned over by, losing his wife, his job, and she enters his life unbeknownst to him, and this whole secret life is going on while his son sees an opening to take over the house and have his father committed. So there's this whole cat and mouse game going on between the son, Neil, and Richard the father. Meanwhile, they don't realize there's a third party involved who's affecting the whole dynamic to their relationship in ways that are positive in both directions in a way. Neil is, I think he's the least likable guy in the cast, but I don't know, I've always thought actors, we're sort of defense attorneys for our characters, so I think in some ways he's justified in his behavior, in the sense that I don't think he got a lot of affirmation from his father, and thus he goes out into the world and he seeks affirmation in a lot of different ways, and he uses people. I also take, my own backstory that I created, I think there was elements of, he was an only child. Maybe his mom put him on a pedestal and he thinks women should put him on a pedestal or something like that. But I think, I think, you always think with a character when you're portraying them that everything they do is justified, that their actions are justified, that they deserve the things that they're pursuing, the actions that they're doing. And I think that's something I try to bring to Neil in his approach, that although the audience sees the whole picture, to him what's going on is he deserves this. We don't see the past, that relationship that he had with his father, and I think it's important to think he's justified in what he's doing, and hopefully there is a redemptive arc to the whole story. Gustavo had me in at an early stage of the film's development, and one of the things he changed about the character was he made him a musician, and I'm a musician myself. So that was very gratifying to be involved in writing music for my character, and just be a part of that. I think when you take on a character, you want to see some transformation, you want to see some sort of change, some sort of development, and it was there in Neil, and I think where he goes in the story it's interesting. I think you want some sort of self-awareness, he sees where he is in life and what he's doing to people, and there's a transformation, and that's something that appealed to me about Neil. So I guess to me, the moral of Saturnalia is to appreciate the people on our journey in life and the people who we're with, and don't take them for granted. I think obviously I'm biased by looking at it from my character's point of view, because he takes these people all for granted, and he's very self-centered, and he needs a big wake-up call to realize that. And I think each of these characters, I'm always curious about Edie's backstory, who was in her life prior to where she got to where she is, and obviously Richard, you get a sense of his relationship with his wife, but not so much with the son. It's very fractured, and you wonder what happened there, but obviously they were taking each other for granted. But I think, to me, that's something there, and hopefully, like I said, it's getting back to that sense of redemption. I was very attracted to in the story, that I thought was very appealing. So hopefully it's appreciating the people in your life and keeping the doors locked.